Dear viewers, today we are tackling the challenge of collecting every single key in Skyrim. There are 335 keys in total in the game, but there are only 274 that are actually collectible. The ones we can't collect are sadly just unobtainable without cheating them in. And I should mention that I avoided using the wax key perk, which hypothetically would allow me to gather certain keys, but would make me lose out on other ones, so I just decided against using it. Also, I am basing these numbers off of what the Skyrim fan wiki has organized, so it's possible there may be a few keys missing from both my count and theirs, just given the nature of such a ginormous game. I will be playing with no mods, I am on Adept difficulty, and I am not playing in survival mode. Here's my last disclaimer before we get started. My footage for the first third of the run has some bad visual artifacting. At times it can look like it was actually recorded using Bandicam in 2011 on your great-grandma's computer, while at other times it looks just fine. I have no idea what caused this issue, but I believe I fixed it, but only until I was a third of the way through the challenge. Most of you are probably only listening to this anyway, so if that's the case, don't worry about it. If not, please forgive me. Beginning this challenge, we create our main character, Keytey. Our execution is interrupted and we follow Hadvar into the keep, which is where we find our first key, the Helgen Keep Key. Wow, that was fast. I wonder how long this will take. Oh no! Yeah, let's just ignore that. We exit the tutorial dungeon with Hadvar and head off to Riverwood, activating the Thief Stone on our way there. We get into town and hang out with Hadvar's family. We raid Alvor's place, and we don't leave before we pocket the key to their house off of Sigrid. We take the key to Sven's house off of Hilde. We then go around pickpocketing the keys we need from Riverwood. I then recruit Faendal and travel straight to Bleak Falls Barrow. We get the Golden Claw, defeat the boss Draugr at the end of the dungeon, and take the Dragonstone. We give Lucas his Golden Claw back before stealing it from him again. We then travel forth to Whiterun. Before we step foot into the city, I grab the key to the Pelagius farm and to the Whiterun stables. Entering Whiterun was like a heyday for keys, since there are a lot of them here. We don't get too key crazy quite yet, as we just take 2 keys off of the blacksmith before reporting to the Jarl. We then talk to Farengar and give him the Dragonstone, and we then quickly send off to go deal with the dragon nearby, which we absorb into our body. The Greybeards yell at us, and we go talk to the Jarl about it, who tells us to go talk to them. And we could do that later, though. We're gonna go beat up Uthgerd instead, and now she'll follow us around. We take her house key too, of course. As the U-Haul lesbians that we are, the Great Whiterun Key Raid begins. After all of that, we bounce back to Riverwood to collect a few keys I forgot to get before, finishing off all the keys we need from there. It's finally time to meet the Greybeards, so we journey out towards Ivarstead, and along the way we find Cicero on the side of the road. We decide to help him by having the local farmer fix his cart, which we also steal the key off of. We have to do some of the Dark Brotherhood questline anyways, so it doesn't hurt for us to stay in Cicero's good graces. We're back on the road until we stumble upon Hilgrun's tomb, which has a key associated with the dungeon. Talked to Gilder and decided to help him out. Take out the dungeon boss and leave the keys off the body. We leave the crypt and then come across Lost Knife Cave, which also has a key. We stealth archer our way through the bandit camp and get the Lost Knife Cage key. Then we made it to Ivarstead, which meant there were more keys for us to rehome. Okay, there we go. And with that quick little theft quest, we begin to climb the 7,000 steps. We then come across the greatest foe that we've seen, the Frost Troll. I'll just tell you now, it was a battle of cunning wits and bravery. I then make it to High Hrothgar. I yell at the old men, I yell at them some more, they teach me how to yell really fast, and then we're back in Iverstead. Some cultists affront me, but we make quick work of them and I steal one of their sick-looking masks. We then make plans to travel to Riften because of course there are a bunch of keys there, but there is also the Thieves Guild. That quest line has a lot of keys within it, so that's something we're going to have to work through as we go. So, we head off in that direction. We stumble upon a fort riddled with bandits, and inside is a key that we need. There's a group of people who also want to take back the fort, so we side with them and go into the basement of the fort and work our way up. Okay. Oh boy, that's good, be careful. Oh, I need to be careful. Nice. Oh my god. Aha! We don't even get that far until we stumble upon another fort. We get the key from Fowler's Tooth and we're back on the road. We finally made it to Riften, but since we were coming through the wrong entrance, the guard wouldn't let us in. So instead, we go through the Blackbriar Meadery and collect a few keys while we're there. Ooh.
What did you want?
Ooh. I worked my way around the city to its intended entrance, stopping to collect the Riften stable key. Once inside Riften, we begin pocketing a few keys before we end up starting the Thieves Guild. During my spree, though, I come across a discovery that will change the rest of the run entirely. Do I have the bee and barb key already? No, I do not. Okay.
Keep this to yourself.
What did I just take? I just pickpocketed something from her. Did it not? Oh. I can pickpocket in plain sight? I have played this game for like years. I mean, not consistently or anything, but like I thought you would get in trouble if you did that. Yes. Alright, well that makes it easy for me, so. This run just got significantly easier. I wonder how many people have already been like commenting about this. I don't know. I just thought I had to be sneaking, like perfect.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
Just your house key. Yes, this entire time I didn't know you could get away with pickpocketing even while people could see you. This certainly makes my life a lot easier now. Now it's time for us to weasel through the rat way to get inside the Thieves Guild, which, going into this, I didn't really know yet just how important this quest line was to this run.
I'm telling you, I have some word for you. Different.
Are you talking about me?
Heard that one before, Bryn. Quit
Are you talking about me?
So, what do you think, Mike?
Can you shut up? Brynjolf introduces us to everybody and we get assigned to some busy work, and then I realize I have enough money to buy Breeze Home in Whiterun, which will be our simple base of operations. Plus, that's one of the last keys we need for Whiterun, the other of which requires us to be level 20, so we'll come back for that one later. We're back in Riften to get the last of the easy keys. We start the quest dealing with the Riften skooma trade so the Jarl will eventually title us as a Thane. We beat up the skooma dealers and grab the key that we needed off of them. The Jarl then tells me to go and defeat the source of the skooma, which I will do after I harass this shopkeep really quickly. We discover Shore's Stone on our way to the skooma den, collecting all 3 of the town's keys. We find the cave in which the dealers are hiding out, and we, kill them. There were also 2 keys within the cave, which was a surprise score. The Jarl is thankful, but not thankful enough to make us a Thane right away. We still have to do some chores for the people around the city for that. We talk to Sibby Blackbriar while we're in the Riften prison, since he'll give us a key if we kill a woman who has since tried to escape him. We promised to find her and kill her ourselves, but in reality, we just lie to him about it and collect the key regardless. It was then Kirava's turn to be harassed. We then start a quest to gather a bunch of ingredients for the local alchemist. She'll give us a key in return, so thus we must. Helga was the last of the 3 shopkeepers I needed to harass, so now Brynjolf assigns me my first high-stakes job at Golden Glow Estate. It was actually going to be quite the precise operation, not even because of the heist we were assigned, but the keys we needed from the estate. We sneak in around the back and get in that way. We tread carefully through the building and do a good job of not getting caught, which is a first for me regarding this quest. We grab 2 keys off this guy and sneak into the basement. We find the estate's receipt, and now we just need to light some hives on fire and collect 1 more key. We use a potion of invisibility to run across the yard, and coincidentally, a dragon began attacking, and it gave us actually the perfect cover. We make our escape, kill the dragon, and before we could truly be done with the Golden Glow Estate, we needed 1 more key, the Golden Glow Gate Key. The tricky nature of this key is that the guy who holds it is typically in a very inaccessible spot, and to make things even harder, the key does not drop on death, meaning we have to pickpocket it off of him. If I could somehow, like... Oh, come on. Ooh. Okay, this is promising. Okay, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work.
This is what I trained for.
Oh, they know I'm right here.
This is now. Where are you?
Do they see me? Do they know where I am? They do, but they don't. Wow. That's pretty funny. Okay. Yes! Okay. I got the key and it doesn't matter. Do I have the key? Golden Glow. No, I don't have the key. Okay, I'm so glad I saved. Okay, I have to do it again. Okay. Oh, I have it, right? I have it. Yes! We make a break for it back to Riften and the Thieves Guild to wrap up the quest. Brynjolf tells us to go talk to Maven Blackbriar, and she wants us to screw up her competitor, the Hunting Brew Meadery, which is fine with us since we need the keys to that place anyways, and this is the only way how. We head straight there and pretend that we'll help them out with their skeever infestation, but actually, we just want to poison the brew. We go in, deal with the rats and their keeper, and then we get the key, poison the supply, and watch a lawman drink it right up, and get a note that will be more than helpful to Maven. We go back to talk to her, and she's plenty happy with us. After talking to Mercer, I'm directed to find Talon J in Solitude, who should be able to give us some more information. Before we go anywhere though, we go around and do some good deeds for the town of Riften until the Jarl is happy enough to make us a thane. After selling a bunch of stuff, I barely have enough to buy the house. That's 1 more key done. We decide to continue the main questline some more since the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller is close to Morthal and Solitude. We stumble upon Labyrinthian on our journey north, but we don't explore it since the keys we need are associated with the College of Winterhold questline, so there's not much we could do here except mark it on our map to fast travel back to later. We arrive in Morthal, and I begin snatching up the residents' keys. While we're here, we also get the rest of the death bells for Ingun Blackbriar. Next, we head towards Ustengrav. We go through the dungeon as per usual, find out that Delphine and Riverwood has already stolen it, and we then ignore the main quest to travel to Solitude. We arrive on the outskirts of the capital, collecting a key from the stables before continuing on. Once we enter Solitude, we take advantage of everyone gathered around to watch an execution. I then continue collecting the keys that aren't associated with any questlines. Along the way, we agree to help out a few people to get in good graces with the Jarl so we can eventually buy property here. We finally talk to Gollum A. As the true thief that we are, we take everything in his pockets, including the East Empire warehouse key. We grab a few more keys before stealing the wine that Gollum A asked us to. Before we leave the Blue Palace, I talk to the Jarl and get assigned the quest we'll need to do to buy a house here. I report back to Gollum A and we're forced to track him into the warehouse. I follow his trail and eventually confront him and his friends. Once that was over, I went to the Solitude Lighthouse to gather one of the last 3 keys I needed from the city. The other 2, well, I needed to buy property in town to get one of them, which I did not even have the money for yet, and the last one was held by a man on a boat near the city's lighthouse. The only thing is, the man doesn't spawn until you do a certain number of the Thieves Guild busy work quests for the City of Solitude. For right now, I decided to come back to this until later. I report back to Mercer about Gollum A, and he tells me to meet up at the Snowveil Sanctum to catch Carlia. I let him wait in the cold for probably a few weeks though, because I go around finishing some quests to gain enough reputation to own a house in Solitude. We retrieve a guy's lost helmet and also stop a resurrection of Potema, who has an army of necromancers trying to bring her back to life so she can claim the Emperor's throne or something like that. The last thing the Solitude Jarl asks of us is to go to a Talos shrine near Whiterun to give up her father's warhorn. Since we were in the area and we were past level 20, I was able to start the last quest we needed for Whiterun to give us a key. Jarl Balgruff's son has been rather edgy as late, so we investigate, steal the last key we need to open the door, and... whoa. To anyone reading this, beware this blade. It is hoped that only people having access to this room should be the Jarl and his trusted wizard. If anyone else is reading this, please understand the magnitude of your folly. Turn around and never even speak of this room or this blade to anyone. I don't need it. I have the key. I think I'm gonna take it.
Excellent work. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
I also drop off the horn at the Talos Temple and go speak to the Jarl, and now we can finally own property in Solitude. Finally, I go talk to Delphine so we can get the key attached to the Thalmor embassy, but first, she has to watch us kill a dragon, but we'll do that in just a second after we talk to the Greybeards. They yell at me and I journey towards Keen's Grove to meet up with Delphine, grabbing another key on our way from a nearby mill. Delphine steals the kill from the dragon because of course she does, but at least she believes us to be the Dragonborn now after watching us absorb its soul. I put the main quest on pause again to focus on gathering the keys for Windhelm. While we're there, I also go talk to Aventus to start the Dark Brotherhood questline, since there are a few keys that we can only get from some of its quests. Once we finish collecting all of Windhelm's keys, we finally go and meet up with Mercer. We work our way through the whole dungeon with Mercer before he tries to kill us, but because of Carlia's paralysis arrow that struck us, we didn't bleed out. Carlia directs us towards Winterhold and we set off in that direction. We grab a book for the guy we framed and imprisoned for the sake of impressing Brynjolf. Once we were there, we talked to the guy Carlia wanted us to see before we collect all the keys that don't have anything to do with the college, which isn't a lot. Before doing anything with the college, I go back to Riften and speak to Bronshay, giving him the book we found in exchange for a key. I also do enough random mini-jobs for the Thieves Guild to finally open up the Dainty Slode quest, which we finish and gather the key we've wanted for so long. Also, if you're one of maybe the 5 people who have been actively watching instead of listening, the graphical issues are no more. I believe there was a VSync issue between OBS and Skyrim since everything looked fine for me. With a new pair of eyes, we begin the College of Winterhold questline, which we have to finish. We sit in on our first lesson before we go on our field trip. I still had fun, even if it was a bit more dicey than originally planned. We find the Eye of Magnus down in the crypt and have to rush back to alert the Archmage about it, who says go talk to our librarian. And then he says, I don't know, these books I don't have should help, so go get them. We do a little side quest before going and retrieving the books from a bunch of necromancers. Typical stuff. We get the Felglow Keep Key, and now we can square off against the one who stole all 3 of those precious books.
Now, you can go back to your college and leave. Are you attempting? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
Alright.
Someone there.
Don't tell me that's it. That's good. Yeah, so that was way easier than I thought it would be. We returned the book, and the Sigic Order contacts us again to tell us to talk to someone else. So I go talk to the orb they keep in the basement, which gives us a new direction to follow. We need the Staff of Magnus to control the Eye of Magnus. Huge revelation, I know. We get to Mizulft and automatically get a key, but there's one more deeper in the ruins that we need to keep an eye out for. We cut through Falmer and Dwarven-made creatures until we eventually find the room that contains the key that we need. However, it's behind a master locked door. Yes! Oh my god. Oh. And we did it. It was pretty much smooth sailing from here, as we just had to finish the rest of the dungeon now. We meet up with this guy who I guess has been living here for who knows how long, and then I do the light puzzle totally without looking up a guide. This reveals a second location, which should have the Staff of Magnus inside. Little did we know, the Eye of Magnus was popping off back at the college. Things quickly get out of hand, and even Salos dies in the midst of it all. We go and save the city from a bunch of ice wraiths too. Now, since that part is done at least, we rush back to Labyrinthian to collect the Staff of Magnus. We work through the dungeon, and we have our big fight with the Dragon Priest at the end, earning ourselves the Staff of Magnus. I get back to the college and have my tussle with Arcano. It was only once he was dead that Tolfdir granted me the title of Archmage, but more importantly, I got the key to the Archmage chambers. Now, with the College of Winterhold questline done, we will basically never come back here ever again. Before we leave though, I stumble upon an empty hunter's camp, the owner of which owned a horse and a treasure map. The map is actually going to help us find a key that will only spawn after we read it, so this was a lucky find. Treasure map in mind, I fast traveled to Dragonbridge and look for what exactly the map is trying to point out to me. We finally find the satchel containing a key to a chest, which we might as well unlock. I had walked through Dragonbridge earlier, but I didn't grab any of its keys yet, so I do that now. That was it for keys for Dragonbridge anyway. Sometime in the run I had killed Grelod the Kind, and I'm sure the specifics of how aren't really that important anyways. I fast traveled to Windhelm to speak to Aventus, and now we'll just wait for the Dark Brotherhood to send us some mail, which actually happened surprisingly quickly. We go to bed and wake up in a shack. Astrid tells me I need to kill one of the hooded people here, so I do. And she hands us the abandoned shack key. We then begin our journey to Markarth, starting from Dragonbridge. On our way, we find a bandit camp that conveniently contains a key that we need, so we clear it out, get the key, and keep trekking. Next, we come across Old Rurikstead. It's such a small town, so it's really easy for us to gather up all of its keys before we hit the road again. The next thing I found was Old Hrolden Inn, which led us to another key that we needed. After quite the long journey, we made it to the outskirts of Markarth. I get what keys I could outside of the city, like from the Salvius farm and the left-hand mine. I talk to Avo, who makes me clear out the Forsworn from Kolskerker mine, and I tell him I would. Just not right now, I have keys to catch. While everyone is freaking out about an assassination, I just go about my business taking their keys. We then sneak into Calcelno's Dwemer Museum for the Thieves Guild, taking a rubbing of the words with charcoal and paper to take back with us. After the best escape ever, I fast travel back to Winterhold and have the text translated by Enthyr. We find out that Mercer has been stealing from the guild and running it dry, and luckily this is solid proof that we can bring back to the Thieves Guild. We hurry back, and when we get to check on the vault, it's empty. except for like 2 battle axes. Brynjolf tells us to search through Mercer's home to find out where the man has scurried off to, which also means we will finally be able to get another key out of the way regarding this questline. Okay. Okay, that doesn't do anything.
Is someone there?
Where is Bald, anyways?
Devin, kill him.
Huh?
This should be good.
Ah! What the? Dude! Is everyone else going after him as well? Yeah, get him, Ida. Vita's on my side. I don't know if I should... Take, like, all of my money, Ida. Take all of my money. Well, that was easy. And just like that, we enter Mercer's house and traverse all the way into the hidden basement. We get the plants he conveniently left behind and report back to Brynjolf and Carlia. She wants us to become nightingales and devote our lives to Nocturnal, and Keytey is like, yeah, sure, whatever, but look at that sweet nightingale armor. We pinky promise to Nocturnal that will serve her in both life and death, but I'm really just in it for the keys and this sweet, sweet armor set. It is then time to hunt down Mercer Frey and retrieve the skeleton key. To do so, we have to leave Uthgerd at the dungeon doorstep, and Carlia and Brynjolf come along for the ride instead. And what a ride it was. Nice. Ooh. A secret key, huh? That's nice, given it's random. Oh. Oh. Dude. No. No. Oh, I wasn't sneaking. Oh. Okay, ow. Ow. It was then finally time to confront Mercer.
Brynjolf, watch the door.
Okay, Brynjolf is here.
Aye, lass. Nothing's get by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlia, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me?
Oh. Ah.
It's clear you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Instead, you...
There you go. Yes.
Skeleton key and the eye.
Ooh. We retrieve the skeleton key and make a quick escape. Sadly, we can't even keep the skeleton key for ourselves. We do have to give it back because we have to finish the Thieves Guild quest, which will only be completed after returning the key and doing a bunch of tedious little errands all around Skyrim. We'll do that later though, and I'm going to count the skeleton key as part of our challenge anyways. We stopped by Karthwasten on our way back to Markarth, gathering the few keys there before continuing on our way. So the first thing I do is kill this Forsworn leader who overran Kolskegger Mine, which helps us in quite a few ways actually. Not only are we given 1,000 gold, but we're allowed into orc settlements without aggroing anybody. Plus, this will give us a better reputation for the city of Markarth to become their Thane. Speaking of, we have quite a lot of work to do for Markarth. We then talk to Eltrys, who encourages us to investigate the assassination that happened when we arrived to the city. We begin gathering evidence to support Eltrys, but when we get back to talk to him about what we found, a bunch of city guards are there to confront us. There isn't much I can do except let them take me to Sidna Mine, since I needed Madanak's key, who is in there. Once in jail, I immediately beat up Borkal so I can go and talk to Madanak. I also want to clarify that I actually have never done this questline before and didn't completely understand what I was signing up to either by siding with the Forsworn leader, you know, like an idiot. Madanak tells me to take care of this guy Grisvar and, well... Holy sh... I'd say he's pretty well taken care of now. Madanak is pleased with me and then we go make our great escape through the mine. Also, just so you know, I did try to kill off the Forsworn, but I was also taken care of really well. So then I just kind of watched the Forsworn rip through the city all confused and disturbed. But I'm thinking, it's fine. I'll just find Madanak at his camp and take the key from him then. So I travel to his new camp. And also, I should add that I do a lot of other stuff before realizing I never actually got Madanak's key. And then I find Madanak. And okay, the key isn't there when I try to pickpocket him. Not the end of the world. It should drop on death though. But it's still not there. I think for a while, the time for Madanak's key has come and gone by quite a number of hours. Processing all the stages of grief. We actually already did the first stage, denial. Do I not have it already? Followed by anger, and redo that all over again. Get all the other keys, do all the quests I just did again. Bargaining. I'm just gonna let this one slide. Depression. Oh no. Oh no. And finally, acceptance. I have decided that I'm going to restart this section. I go back to a much older save and start it over. This time, making sure I do not let Madanak escape. I really had no idea what this meant. Holy sh**! No! And we got Madanak's key. But are you mad at me? You're mad at me too? I'll literally kill you. With my bare fists. Oh boy. Okay, that didn't work. But I will be prepared. Now that I know they're actually gonna come after me, so. Oh god, this might be harder than I thought.
You're pathetic.
Yeah, I might be.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. No. Oh my god, this is hard. Oh my god. This is so annoying, actually. This might be one of the most frustrating things in this run so far. I'm so annoyed right now. This sucks ass. This sucks so much ass. Where did you drop it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I heard it drop!
That your best?
Thank God. Okay. I'm going to full save.
If you know what's
Okay, we
good
do
for
care. We do care.
you. Getting out of here. Nobody here now. Those flames get out of control, and you're gonna wish they hadn't.
Are you?
Find whoever did this.
Are they upset with me? Okay, I don't know how... I don't know... Okay, that's fine. Fortunately for me, I was able to escape the cave without dying another time. Now, on your side, I just cut out all the hours of work I did before I realized I didn't have Madanak's keys. So, your time wasn't wasted at least. I still had to redo all of it though, and it's probably best to just get right to it then. Coincidentally, we also find Logrolf the Willful, so we can help out Melog Ball. But really, that was just kind of an accidental blessing. We defeat the hag at Hag's Blessing, grab the key off her body, and take Hrolfdir's shield and bring it back to the Jarl, who's happy enough now to make us the Thane of his city. And with that, the city of Markarth was now completed. At this point, I just needed to find the keys left scattered around the world and finish the Thieves Guild questline, which I will continue procrastinating. We then get the Broken Tower prison key before meeting up with our bestie Melog Ball, who gives me his mace that I then hand off to Uthgerd. Next up was a key to Burguk's longhouse in Dushnik Yal, one of the orc strongholds. You know, I'm starting to think that this video is cursed to fail at this point. Why? Well, one of my play sessions that I've recorded for this challenge got corrupted, and no matter what I have done to try and fix it, nothing has worked. I promise you that I truly tried to restore it. I really did. Thankfully for us, the Skyrim save system is here to help us. What I did was go back and see what keys I did and did not have at the end of that session, as well as look at the loading screen images. It looks like we left the Longhouse, went to Cracked Tusk Keep to get the Cracked Tusk Vault key, then Fort Castov for the Fort Castov prison key, then we parked outside of Silverdrift Lair, which wasn't useful to us other than experience. At some point during all this, I started the Dark Brotherhood questline since I had a few contracts assigned to me. That was all that I could gather from the save files anyway. But once I investigated further, I realized I was missing footage of all the keys from Falkreath plus a few others. So, to make up for it, I've re-recorded the Falkreath key raid as well as the other random keys that were lost to corrupted footage. And now, I just pray to the Skyrim Pantheon that no other files have been corrupted. So let's get back to it. I then went to Fort Fellhammer, where I retrieved the Fort Fellhammer mine key from killing a bandit chief. I then went and cleared out the mine just because I felt like it. Next up on my journey was the Frostflow Lighthouse, which terrified me when I was younger. And, okay, yeah, I'm gonna admit it, it still scares me now. But the only way for me to get the cellar key and Hab's key was to completely clear out the lighthouse from start to finish. That meant I couldn't even quit halfway through. I had to do this. You know what? I'm a brave boy. I'm brave. I can do it. Ugh. Even thinking about it is gonna make me like throw up. Ugh. Oh, this isn't what I thought it would open up to. Oh, we're going in. Oh. Uthgerd, I'm scared. Uthgerd, I'm scared. Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna do like a loading screen and that would have freaked me out more. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought. Okay. I'm scared. I'm still scared. Oh, hey, Falmer. You woke up. Oh, what the? That was weird. Okay, that definitely helps break some of the tension for me. So brave. I'm like defeating a childhood fear right now. Okay. Brave, I'm brave. Like, this gotta be the last room. Like, it's gotta be. Yeah. Wow, there's so many of them. What's that? Oh, I thought it was like a mud crab for a second. Ah! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, you're gross! Oh! Oh. Ew, you're gross. Oh, there's the mom! Oh, you're huge! Oh, you're huge! Oh god, you are massive! Oh, you're ginormous. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're huge. Ugh. Oh my god, you guys die. Please. Oh my god. Damn, Habit. Oh, we did it! Oh my god! Oh, I could cry. Oh, that sucked. Oh, but we never have to do that again. I'm gonna give myself some credit here. This honestly felt like conquering a childhood fear of mine. Can anyone tell me if this quest also freaked them out as a kid, or even as an adult, or is it just me? We get our reward at the top of the lighthouse, as well as Sailor's Repose, which will make healing spells cure 10% more. As much as I am still proud of myself, I book it out of there, sell some stuff, then fast travel back to Alfton, where we need to acquire the Alfton lift key off of a Dwarven Centurion. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, this isn't too bad. They're really weak to electricity. Oh, that's good, you got it. Nice. Nice. And he has the key. I then finally traveled to Morthal, the very last city I needed to visit and gather keys from. Once we're there, it's time for a key heist. After that's done, I complete the contracts I needed for the Dark Brotherhood, and I just keep chipping away at that questline. Cicero shows up at the lair with their mom, and it's kind of awkward, but it doesn't matter much to us, and we just take our next contract. After that, we head to Dead Crone Rock and defeat the Hagraven to retrieve a piece of Mehrunes' razor. Coincidentally, I picked up the other 2 pieces already along my adventure, and now we go to Dagon's Shrine with Silas Vesuvius. And I end up letting Silas live, since I need the key to Mehrunes' Shrine, which I pick up off of the dead Dremoras. I clear out the shrine and go say hi to Silas back at the museum where he lives happily ever after. Can't say the same for Nilsane Shattershield though. Next on the list was the abandoned prison key. Where is that, you ask? Oh, just in the abandoned prison filled with ghosts. Oh, I wonder, are you friendly or?
Does someone live? Death comes for you now.
Oh boy.
Soon you will know the cold of
I believe the key is over here. Yes, it is. Seems like we're in a bit of a theme here with the undead, as the next thing I do is swipe a key from the local vampires at the Half Moon Mill. That was also the last key related to the cities of Skyrim, so everything left on my list were just throughout the world or tied to a questline. So, the next thing I do is head to Angervund to get our hands on the Angervund key. We head inside and talk to Madresi Dran, yoink the key from her after we promise to clear out the Draugr inside the dungeon. Then we get to this lever, which opens up the big gate. Madresi gets smushed, and we get the loot at the end. The next key I needed was inside Anselvund. I get to the end of the chamber and yoink the Anselvund key, which triggered a very simple trap. Then, it was time for the boss fight. We then grab Lua'a's key off of her body. Killing that lady ended up freeing these 2 spirits who, in return, give me a ghost blade. We then headed to Yingovild, where we needed to collect Arundel's key. It was, yet again, ghost troubles. We clear out the dungeon and find the guy keeping these spirits as prisoner, Arundel, who we will kill and take his key. We head back to Solitude, yoink a key that I forgot to take earlier, then head to Darklight Tower. Are we chill?
By the gods.
Oops, sorry Ilya. We go agree to help her, pocketing one of the keys we needed along the way. The next key we needed was on a Hagraven, so we go and take care of her. We unlock this door and continue up the tower with Ilya. We pretend to be a sacrifice to create the perfect setup, and... Do it, Ilya.
I can't let you do this, Mother. You have to die now.
Is someone there?
Okay. That wasn't very... Oh.
Don't be sorry for me.
Since I have my trusty tank Uthgerd with me, we part ways with Ilya and move on to our next key in Darkwater Pass. Inside the cave is a trapped Argonian named Dirkethis. When we free him though, he doesn't really want to escape that bad. We get the key and try to walk Dirkethis out, but he does not want to follow us. I don't even need to save you.
You have questions?
Not really. Is the dude gonna come out? Oh my god. What the... Okay. Okay, thank god. He went outside. I just didn't see him go outside. Oh good. But why is he over there? Why is he on the opposite side of the... Okay, fine. I cleared out the whole cave anyways, I'll go back this way.
Huh?
Bro!
Tidings.
Do you want to leave or not? He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave.
You have... Need something?
I'm just gonna... You're just getting left here, dude. You can get out perfectly fine on your own. The next place we have to go is Dustman's Cairn, which won't open all the way unless we do the related companions quest after some assigned busy work once we join. Fortunately for us, this quest is as far as we need to go in the companions quest line. No turning into a werewolf for us. And then Farkas tells us to go beat up some Falmer residing in a nearby cave. We clear out the cave, and as we make our exit... Wait a second. This isn't... No! This is my horsey, isn't it? You did this! This was all your fault! You did this while I wasn't looking! Oh my god. Oh. You didn't see that. After getting revenge on our beloved horsey, we go back to Jorvaskr and talk to Farkas, who tells us to talk to Skjor. And now we can go into Dustman's Cairn. We also have to leave Uthgerd behind since Farkas is joining us for this one. We head inside the crypt and watch as Farkas struggles to work through all of the level Draugr. Sorry, bud, that's my fault that I came here so late. Then it's revealed that Farkas was just one big furry all along. Sorry, that joke was really low-hanging fruit, and it was bad. Anyways, we keep moving since Farkas really wants us to keep moving. Hey.
I hope I didn't scare you.
Nah.
Eyes on the... We should keep moving. We should keep moving.
So nonchalant.
We should keep moving.
We get the key that we need, and now it was time for the big fight at the end. I'm able to pick off the weaker Draugr relatively easily, but once the stronger ones come out, it becomes a lot more difficult. Y'all are just spamming, come on. Okay, this is not gonna work. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Put you down!
We're finally done with all that shouting. The companions now welcome us into the circle, but since their questline doesn't have any other keys for us, that's about it. Next up are 2 keys from the Foral Host Crypt. Captain Valmir interrupts us before we can head inside, and we promise to help him. We do take the entrance key off of him though, so that's easy enough. We head inside and begin working our way through. After solving this insane puzzle, we face off against the Dragon Priest, Rago, who carries the last key that we need. Nice! Once we're back outside, Valmir and a soldier attacks us and we make quick work of them. Next on the list was Fort Newgrad. We sneak inside and take out the bandits, grabbing the Fort Newgrad library key off of the bandit chief. After that, we take on Fort Snowhawk. We take out the necromancers and head inside once it's clear. We take the key to the fort's quarters and beat up this other necromancer, and then we're on our way to Fort Sungrad for its jail key. We sneak in and begin picking off the Forsworn who took over the fort. We head inside the annex and find the key on a table. We head to Broken Ore Grotto next. We get in and stealth archer just about all the bandits inside. We kill Captain Hargar and take his chest key, and of course we have to loot the chest while we're here. Then we stop by Hag Rock Ruin and quickly grab the key from there. Then it was finally time for us to visit the Thalmor Embassy. This should actually be the last part of the main quest that's required for us to do. We get to the party, and after we give this guy a drink, we ask him to cause a distraction for us. I take back some of my gear, and then we sneak through the embassy. Wow.
Someone there?
Nope, nobody's here. Nope. Nobody at all. Oh god. Okay. We grab the first key and enter the dungeon, where a prisoner is being held and interrogated. And once we free the prisoner, we kind of get ambushed, but we make quick work of the ambushers and get our next key. We all sneak out of the embassy through a cave, and I make sure to protect them from this angry frost troll. Remember when I was scared of these things? Good times. We meet back up with Delphine and share the information we gathered with her. This is actually the last time we have to do anything with the main quest line, so see you never, Delphine. The next key we start looking for is in Ralbthar, but luckily the key we needed was just on a random bandit, and we didn't have to clear out the whole place. We then go and talk to Orthus and agree to take down some pirates for him. We steal a logbook so we can track the pirates down to their headquarters. Orthus points us towards Dawnstar, so we head there and interrogate this one guy in the pub. Yeah, that's what we were doing, interrogating. He tells us the crew meets at Japhet's Folly, so we hop onto his ship with Adelasia. We sneak onto the island through the cave network, picking off the Bloodhorker pirates as we work our way through to get to Halden. We finally reach Halden and we duke it out. We grab the key to Japhet's Folly off of his body and make our escape off the island.
Whoa. Oh, is that guy still alive? Looks like there might be someone in the water. Oh, there is. Can you come up? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. No, come here. Look. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Where is he? There he is. Thank God.
We meet back up with Orthus now that everything was said and done. He gives me a payout and we head on our way. It's now time to finally focus on the Dark Brotherhood questline. Astrid is worried about Cicero, so we do some snooping for her. We hide inside the Night Mother's coffin and listen to Cicero complain about how the Night Mother doesn't speak to him, and then she immediately talks to us. We tell Cicero the magic password and then update Astrid on the news. She doesn't really know how to feel, so she just sends us to do some busy work. We track down our contracts and pick them off and return to the guild, where Astrid lets us find the person the Night Mother told us to speak to. We find a guy in a cave and he tells us that his contract is for us to assassinate the Emperor of Tamriel. We tell Astrid about this and she agrees that we need to work on the contract and has us go talk to Delvin from the Thieves Guild. He examines the amulet we were given by our contractor and he confirms that it's real. We tell Astrid about this and now we can truly begin to work on our way towards the Emperor. First, by crashing a wedding.
The Dominion were invaders, conquerors. We had to fight them to preserve our own.
Victoria!
Oh no. Okay, so that doesn't work.
Vittoria, no!
Astrid ordered me to keep an eye on you.
Whoa.
Figured you could use a hand when the chaos erupted.
Is someone there?
Okay.
Never should have shot.
Dude, you messed it up. You messed all of it up. Oh.
Vittoria, no!
Astrid ordered me to keep an eye on you. Figured you could use a hand. And when the chaos erupted, Astrid ordered me to keep an eye on you. Figured you could use a hand when the chaos erupted.
What is even happening?
You're a disgrace to your own kind.
Whoa, Oscar. Whoa. Okay, well, the guard doesn't care, so I think we're fine.
We go back to Astrid and tell her the news, who directs us to Gabriella, who tells us to go kill the commander's son next. Sounds easy enough.
Oh. But if he runs up here again, then I wonder if maybe...
Someone there. Someone there.
Oh, I missed. Hilariously so.
We then head back to the sanctuary, and Gabriella informs us that there's been some sort of incident. Our Argonian friend, who I honestly thought died in the battle at the wedding, had been cut up by Cicero.
We've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with... Look,
Me?
we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation.
I've got to deal with it. Yeah, what do you want me to do?
I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right.
You don't want to
After the
look for him?
attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. Search Cicero's... Let me know the minute you find something.
Hi. At the very least, she lets us ride Shadowmere. We find Arnbjorn, who trailed Cicero all the way to Dawnstar Sanctuary. We head inside after saying the super secret password, and we track Cicero down, clearing out the Sanctuary Guardians on our way. We finally find Cicero, and we decide to spare him. We go back and lie to Astrid, saying that we killed Cicero, which she easily believes. It was then finally time to target the Emperor through poisoning a meal of his. To do this, we have to pretend to be the gourmet. To do that, we have to take out the real gourmet. But we find out who by putting him to sleep forever. It's now time to put the real plan into action. We pretend to be the gourmet and get inside the building that way. We cook a rather good stew with Gianna, and of course we sneak in a little poison before we serve it.
Keep it together, Gianna. Keep it together.
Just delicious. It is everything I had hoped it would be.
Maybe when
think
this is
something's
all
wrong.
over, you could sign one of your cookbooks for me.
Oh, it was the spoon!
Poison the Emperor. Get
It was the spoon! It was the spoon!
We get ambushed and realize that the man we killed with the evil spoon was a fake, and that Astrid made a deal for them to kill us and keep the Brotherhood untouched. We rush back to the sanctuary and find it under siege. We save who we can before we hop into Night Mother's coffin, and I'm not really sure what we were thinking because we would have been buried alive without Nazir's help. We find a crispy Astrid amongst the ruins. Yeah, fast forward, game end Astrid. Now it's time to hunt down the real Emperor. We talk to our original contractor and he gives us a lead to the Emperor's whereabouts. First, we kill the general to make ourselves feel better, and then we sneak onto the ship that the Emperor is on.
Did you hear something?
You won't get the best of me!
Oh. Holy shit, Uthgar, what did you do to them?
We grabbed the master key off of the captain, and now it's finally time to meet the Emperor himself. He's a pretty chill guy, all things considered, and he even asks us to assassinate a certain someone as his dying wish. We head back to our contractor now, and he tells us where we can get our reward. But first...
But we had a deal.
Now we go and pick up our... Holy mackerel! We go back to our new sanctuary and tell Nazir the good news. And with that, we are finally done with the Dark Brotherhood questline. We get one last chat with the Night Mother before we go.
Emperor Titus Mede II lies dead. But our work is just beginning. Approach me, listener, and hear my words.
Then we welcome Cicero into our party pad, because why not? He survived this long. Now that the Dark Brotherhood is as done as it needs to be, we go back to finding keys that are spread out within the world. The first one we go for is in Dead Man's Respite, which is technically related to the Bard's College. We maneuver through the dungeon and get to the boss room. After killing the main boss, we grab his key and skedaddle onto Mizunsha Lift. We head inside the ruins and pick off the bandits inside. We finally find the bandit carrying the key, and since that's all we needed, we don't linger a second longer. Next up was Mistwatch. We enter the bandit camp and find Chrysler, who says we need to free his wife, who's somewhere here in the building. Notably, he also hands us a key. Technically, we could have left right now, but we decided to help him out. Alright, cue the montage.
Oh, what? Oh!
Scratch.
Archer off. Wait, no! I think I just killed Brotherhood on accident! Okay, no, he's one-tapping me. Oh my god. Oh!
Anyways, we find Chrysler's wife, who's actually the bandit chief held up here, and she asks us to find a way to get him off of her case. So we just tell him his princess is in another castle or whatever. I then begin the journey out to Harmugstal.
Ah! Oh my god. That jump scared me.
Anyways, as we enter the dungeon, we are given a warning by someone inside. Regardless, we carried on. There was a key that we needed here after all, and there we have it. Another key. Next, we head into Gearman's Hall. We find Lord Gearman's key and decide we might as well finish the rest of the dungeon. We get to the final boss at the end and very quickly learn why people have complained about it online.
Oh, ah!
I figured out the gimmick of shooting the real Sigdus instead of the illusion. Defeating him opens up a passage for an easy way out, and now we journey out for our next key. We head to Northwatch Keep, which is a fort full of Thalmor.
Holy shit, okay. Woohoo! You are now free. Wow. Oh, that feels bad.
We free the prisoners since, we might as well, and now we go and stop another attempt of Potema's resurrection, this time under Solitude. We reach the end of the lair and square up with Potema herself. Well, that was that. We tell Falk Firebeard about our success in taking down Potema, and he gives us some money and a sword. Next up, Pine Watch. We enter the secret passageway and down towards where the rest of the bandits are set up. We disturb Rigel's strong arm from her nap and take her keys since she won't be needing them anymore. As we leave the cave, Uthgard has a little bit of trouble.
Oh my god. Uthgard. That's good. Do not step on it. You're gonna step on it again. Oh, okay. That's good. You're gonna... Come on. Come on. You good. You did it. Good job.
Now it was time to explore Ranvig's Fast, which was filled with ghosts forced to aggro. We head inside and end up in a trap.
Yes. Yes! You've fallen for my trap. Greed makes a great lure. Never should have come here. I cannot best you. Ah!
Oh, okay.
Well, we got the key. There's probably more to this, but like, hey, whatever. On to Ravenscar Hollow. Inside are a bunch of hag ravens, one of which holding a key. Oh, it was actually that one. Our next location was the Red Eagle Redoubt, which was full of Forsworn, but it was easy work. After that, we were on to Shroudhearth Barrow. We went into the cave and find this guy and his journal. Then, since we didn't talk to the local innkeeper about the ruins, who actually has the claw to unlock this door, we had to go back and grab the claw from him and head back into the cave. Now that we can open this door, we can actually get to where the key is.
Oh!
We grab it off of this guy and just push through the rest of the dungeon until we're out. Then, we pay a quick visit to the orc stronghold Morkazgur and sneak Lorek's longhouse key. The next key was in Bethardams. Bethardams. Okay, whatever.
What the? What's going on? Hey! I flipped it. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Oh. You're like bright red. Ugh. Oh god, this is gonna suck, isn't it?
Before I enter, I check up on my notes and realize I have to start the quest related to the dungeon to properly spawn the key. So I go and talk to this guy and he asks for some ingredient so we can properly commune with Periite. I come back with all the ingredients and inhale the sludge. The man we're looking for is Orkindor, who has a key that we need, so we go along with it anyways. We head into Bethardams, and before we can go inside...
What is there, a fucking dragon? Why are you always attacking my horse? Bro, stop. Oh my god, dude, stop! Oh my god. Shadowmere, are you okay? Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Oh my god. I swear to god, if you kill Shadowmere, I'm gonna be pissed.
With that taken care of, we enter the dungeon.
Ah! I don't know why that scared me so bad. Jesus. I feel like somebody was... Oh, okay, they're over here. Whoa!
Finally, we confront Orkindor.
Ah, he's puking on me! Ah, gross.
We tell Periite and he's happy with us, so now off to go to Halder's Care. We sneak the key in the starting room and then scurry off to Halted Stream Camp.
Oh my god, I'm whiffing. Ah! Oh no! Oh god! I fell in a hole! Oh, that also works.
Wow, so I literally just fell into a random hole and found that. Next, I head to Soljan's Sinkhole and sneak a key off of Perth. Now, it's time to finish the Thieves Guild questline, which is everybody's favorite thing to do. For those who don't know, to become the leader of the guild, you must complete 5 trivial quests in each major hold of Skyrim. It's tedious and boring, and is probably why only 5.2% of players have this achievement on Steam. Before we do that though, we need to go to the Twilight Sepulchre and return the skeleton key. Inside, we find a Nightingale Sentinel. Gallus isn't able to return the key himself, so we have to maneuver through the Sepulchre ourselves.
And no one's gonna like pop up at me or anything? Oh, it's so dark. Oh my god. I've never been here before. Okay, I feel like I gotta stay in the dark. Oh, I didn't see that! Jesus. I'm already on edge, come on. Oh my goodness. Well, let's do this. Okay. Oh. Wait a second. Wait. Oh. Oh, okay. Hello? Oh no. I am really quite scared though. This is really cool, but I'm just a weenie, alright? Who am I detected by? Okay. Oh, I have to do this. Okay. Oh, hey! Oh! Wow, you're cool.
My, what
Whew.
do we have here? Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time.
Hey, I mean... I didn't cause for any of this to happen. Oh, Carlia, you're here.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Gallus and Carlia have a little reunion, and we take off back to the Thieves Guild to talk to Brynjolf. And now, it's finally time to just rip off the band-aid, stop procrastinating, and do these annoying quests. I'm gonna save you a few hours and just fast forward this. See, this is why people don't like doing this. This is why the achievement percentage is so low.
Okay, and we're about to get the very last key that we need. Hey, Brynjolf.
Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official. It's time to become our guild master.
You got it.
With that in mind, I propose that the position of guild master should be yours.
Really?
Delvin? Agree.
Sure, why not?
Carlia.
Absolutely.
Everyone is in agreement. So all I can do now is name you guildmaster and wish you good fortune and long life. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take
Please
this.
be the key.
It's sort of a tradition around here.
Yes! Oh my god! We got the last key, Uthgerd! Oh my god, we're done! We're done! We did it!
Yes, and I mean, look at it. Here you go. It should fit you like a glove.
Hooray! Oh, I'm over and covered now.
What? Let's go.
Oh. Well, that's not exactly what I meant.
Will do.
And now, we are finally done with this challenge. We have collected every key that you can in Skyrim. And now, we are finally done with this challenge. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. That's quite an impressive feat. This has been really, really fun. I got to explore so much more of Skyrim than I ever have before, and I'm honestly thinking maybe I can do this again. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been so much fun working on these YouTube videos and being able to chat with you guys in the comments and everything. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna leave it off there. Signed, Simon.